Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you my new custom action figure, that being Creation from the Joy of Creation. So yeah, I've been working on this guy for at least a week. He honestly might just be like the custom that took me the longest to ever make. I obviously, because of school now, I can't really make him in like 1 or 2 days and his arm just full. Because before in the summer I was able to do a custom in like 1 day or 2. But yeah, this guy definitely took me a long time to make, but I did record like the process of making him on my shorts. So if you guys haven't seen them, you can watch that if you want to. It's kind of like a tutorial as well. But yeah, here he is. Honestly, I think he came out really cool. I think his body looks amazing. I'm really glad of how it turned out. I'm glad I had all the parts for it. I used a bunch of different random parts to make this guy. Most of them are pretty much from Scrap Baby, as she actually had a lot of good parts for this guy. But don't worry, I did not use the official figure. I used a bootleg with the same mold. That's why the joints are like this and why this arm keeps falling off. But yeah, I also used a bunch of like random kind of parts like this thing. I glued onto the radioactive foxy endoskeleton. It's just a random piece. It just makes him a bit bulkier, I feel like, and adds more detail. This is the radioactive foxy hook and the endoskeleton arm. And then this piece and this piece, like the little round pieces on the endoskeleton, are also from Radioactive Foxy, from me cutting out like the plastic to get to his endoskeleton arm. And so I used those because they were circular and I think they looked really cool. And yeah, they ended up working really well because now these arms don't look super skinny now. As you can see, I used like Freddy's feet. Well, actually one of them is Bonnie's, the other one is Freddy tie-dye versions of them. And then I sculpted the nails on to make it look like Ignited Chica's feet. And then of course you have his back leg right here. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just an endoskeleton really lit. It's nothing too fantastic about it. Not a lot of details, but I think it looks really cool. And I know it's technically supposed to be the Fnaf 2 endoskeleton foot, not the Fnaf 1 endoskeleton foot, but I didn't have I don't know how I would have made that, because every time I tried sculpting it, it just did not work out. So I think this still looks really cool though. But yeah, on his legs, I did some like metal pieces too. Well, not actual metal, just looks like that. But yeah, here he is. And of course I used toothpicks for his wires because he did have a lot of them. And I did not forget the back of his figure. Now here is his head. Honestly, I don't think his head looks too good. It's not too accurate. I will admit that it does look a bit goofy compared to the body, but I still think it looks really cool. And if you're wondering why I made his like bottom jaw super round, that's actually how it is in the game. It's a little detail I noticed, so I was like, hey, that actually will look a lot better if I use that instead. That's why I had this jaw. Technically this is the front of the head, or the bottom jaw I mean. This is the back, but his jaw in the game is like completely rounded like this. Then of course I think his head looks really very accurate, like the shape of it I mean, not really the painting process. I don't know, I think it looks really accurate to how he looks like in the game. Of course I gave him his top hat and all the wires on his ears and like on his eyes too. And I sculpted all his teeth, glued them on. Wasn't that hard of a process at all, honestly. So yeah, if you need a good way to make teeth, honestly just sculpt them out. It's not too hard. It's not as tedious as I thought it would be. But yeah, overall I think his head still looks really cool. I think this looks really cool. But yeah, I think some improvements could still be made. And I tried adding his endoskeleton in there too, like his endoskeleton bottom jaw, because the top one wouldn't work out because it's completely hollow, as you can see. I used the popsicle stick for it. I think it looks really cool, but you can't ever really see it. But yeah, you can't really see it because it's the same like dark gray as his teeth, and also a lot of shadows too. I did add some wires. You can probably see it right there behind my finger. But yeah, overall I think his head is pretty accurate. I think I did a pretty good job on it. I was kind of limited with resources, as this whole figure was made of just completely spare parts and items that I had. I didn't buy anything or get anything new for this figure. So yeah, these are all just spare parts that I had in my box, and that's why I keep a lot of stuff. And also I did add his 2 arms right here. Can you even call them arms? I don't know if you can call them arms. I mean, that's exactly what they are in the game. I probably could have made them a bit longer. I probably should have, but I didn't. I don't think I had another one of these guys. And I'd need 2 more. So I still think they look really cool though. And also I didn't want them to be as long as these arms because they are shorter than these arms in the game. So if I made them, like if I made a second segment for each of them, they'd be at the same length as these guys. And so I'd have to make these guys longer. And then the figure would end up looking really weird. I did not forget to add his bow tie. I think it looks really cool. I actually think I painted it pretty good. If you didn't know, this is supposed to be his eyebrow right here. I didn't add the other one because he doesn't have another one in the game. And then also for his eyes, I added some silver, like dry brushing kind of in there. I think it actually looks pretty cool. It's better than it just kind of being a plain black. But yeah, and I did that because in the game, the back of his eyes aren't just pitch black. You can see his endoskeleton, but I couldn't do this on this head because I'd have to cut out a whole thing. It'd be a whole process. So I decided to just paint them on. But yeah, I think this figure is really cool. I think I did a really good job on him. Probably one of my best figures. His head is a bit goofy, I will admit, but yeah, I think it came out really cool. I also did a bunch of dry brushing on his feet. I did tan and brown dry brushing, as well as some black. And I did the same on his head, but I did more black dry brushing than tan and brown, because that's how it is in the game. The feet have like tan and brown spots on them. His head is just pretty much all black. So here's all the Joy of Creation figures so far. I might make some other ones. But yeah, here they all are. I guess this is kind of a size comparison. As you can see, I don't know why his jaw keeps doing that. It's supposed to be facing forward. Creation towers kind of above them. I mean, just look how big he is compared to each of them. And that's actually how he's supposed to be. But he isn't supposed to be super big. Ignited Bonnie is kind of the same height as him. I think he's still a little bit taller because of his top hat. Ignited Chica's way shorter. Same with Freddy. Foxy's up to like, I guess up to kind of his like upper jaw. But yeah, he's definitely a lot bigger than they are. Even though he may be a bit thinner in some areas. But yeah, that's just because he's an endoskeleton. Overall, I think I got his size down correct. I don't think he's supposed to be like at the same size Mangle is. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a bit smaller, but he could also just be bigger. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I made him the same size as my Mangle figure as well. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this figure. I mean, I could go over his articulation. As you can see, he has a ball joint here at his elbow, and then he has a ball joint here. Same articulation for the other arm. He has a ball joint on his thighs, just not on his knees. And then I'm pretty sure that's literally all his articulation. His back leg does not move at all. His knees don't move because they're a different joint. They just need to be glued together. I guess you could like close his jaw like this and move it around, but I don't think that really counts. But yeah, that's pretty much all his articulation. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. And so yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.